Hi, my name is Leah, and this is my Draw My Life OCC LASIK edition. First off, I've been wearing glasses since the beginning of high school. I think I was 14 years old, maybe? Anyways, since then, I've had about 4 to 5 different pairs of glasses. I've thought about wearing contacts, but the idea of putting foreign objects in my eyes wasn't all that appealing. Ew. Let's move ahead. With a sudden twist of events, I'm offered a chance to get LASIK. Not just any LASIK, but eye LASIK, featuring WaveScan technology. Yeah, I have no idea. Just to give you a quick explanation, eye LASIK is completely blade-free, what they call an all-laser LASIK experience, which is the safest form of LASIK available, thank God. Now, to be honest, I was a little hesitant. Not that I was scared, well, kinda, but because I didn't have a big issue with my glasses to begin with. Glasses suited my bookworm librarian look and appeal. Also, having to give up reading for a week so my eyes had time to heal made me anxious. I'm kind of a addict when it comes to a good book. But it was a big opportunity for me. I had to really think about it and do some research. I mean, saving money on buying new glasses whenever my prescription changed or my glasses broke, never having to deal with smudges, raindrops, biggest pet peeve. Being able to see while putting on my makeup would be a definite plus. LASIK would be quite the life changer. Plus, I had a coworker who had done it earlier in the year who enjoyed picking on me about it, telling me it was easy, that I'd regret not having it done. It was nice being able to hear his firsthand experience, though, on top of the research I had done, and sure enough, I was convinced. So after work one day, I had been at a trade show, so I was dressed all fancy. I drove out to Ophthalmic Consultant Centers, also known as OCC, and had my eyes tested to see if I was eligible for LASIK. From testing the general health of my eyes to determining the strength of my current prescription. My prescription was pretty weak, though. At one point, they gave me dilation drops that made it easier for the doctor to see into my eyes. It only lasted a couple hours, but I looked pretty funny with pupils the size of nickels. Once they were sure my eyes were a good match for the procedure, the process to get me ready for LASIK began right away. This is when the doctors began to build a portfolio for my eyes to use with the eye LASIK machine during my procedure. The neatest machine used was the WaveScan. No, not that. This machine took detailed topographical photos that made customized blueprints of my eyes. Pretty cool, huh? Anyways, there was a list of things I had to follow for the few days before the surgery and after the surgery. For example, no caffeine the day of or a week after, no makeup for a month, and no water in my eyes. These were all safety precautions, and I followed them to a T. Fast forward again, and it's the day of my surgery. Super excited, I had my family come up and drive me in, as I would need the ride home after the procedure. First, I was brought into a dark room and given some medication to help me relax. Because no matter how excited you are, your nerves are making you vibrate. I had an audiobook, of course, to listen to while I was laying back and letting myself relax. When they were ready for me, I was brought down the hall to a clean white room filled with doctors and technicians and machines, and I panicked. Right away, I just panicked. I couldn't get over the sight of everything. I guess the realization that this was really happening hadn't set in. But they were great about it. They brought me back to the dark room so I could just sit back and calm down and breathe. Second try, I felt much better. I wasn't so nervous this time, and Dr. Ali was very friendly. They set me back in the loungy-like chair thing and prepped my eyes. They applied numbing drops, had my eyes stabilized with speculum, and explained to me all the steps and directions I would need to follow if asked. The procedure was quick and virtually painless, other than a bit of pressure. But I'm a wimp, though. Anyways, it was about half an hour. Slowly, technicians helped me to my feet, and brought me into a room where doctors could take a peek at my new eyes. Satisfied, they asked me to return the next day for a post-operation exam. My family is brought in, and the doctors tape eye shields to my face to protect my eyes for the time being. My dad cracks a couple jokes at my expense, and I try not to roll my eyes. Once home, I lay down for an hour to rest my eyes and my nerves. It's amazing how tired you can get just from excitement and anxiety. Waking up about an hour, if that, after laying down, I go to the washroom and remove the shields from my eyes. I clean my face a bit, avoiding my eyes completely, and take a good look in the mirror. I am shocked. Already, an hour later, I can see, mostly. It is the day of the surgery after all. My eyes felt surprisingly okay. Awesome, right? Okay, fast forward again. It's the next day, the day of my eye exam. I am brought into a room with a regular optometrist chair, and my surgeon, Dr. Ali, takes a look at my eyes. And so does Dr. Armigan, and Dr. Yan, and Dr. DeAngelis. It turns out all of OCC surgeons were there that day because they were hosting some event for optometrists. Anyways, they were all really pleased with how I looked. Dr. Ali called me his all-star patient. Of course, because I'm awesome. Overall, it was an amazing experience. I was able to drive myself into work the next day, see road signs, work on my computer. And here I was hoping to weasel a couple extra days off. Sheesh. I just kept applying my eye drops. The more you do and the longer you keep it up, the better the outcome, they said. So I was kind of an eye drop monster. The weirdest thing was how real everything looked. I know that sounds strange, but everything was just much more 3D. Everything stood out better. My perception was just thrown off because I wasn't used to seeing so clearly. Now, 6 months later, I'm enjoying my glasses-free life, and let me tell you, it's a great feeling. My last checkup, I was told by the doctor that my vision was 2015, which is better than 2020. Wow. Honestly, wow. All in all, I couldn't be happier with my decision to have LASIK done at OCC. Thank you, Dr. Ali, for being such a great surgeon, and thanks for the opportunity. And on a sillier note, I've got LASIK! Sweet.